Okay, baby.
Aloha, everyone. Welcome. My name is Jean Marie Russell. I'm here at Kauai, Hawaii, at my healing center in Kopa'a, Hawaii. And we do retreats, workshops, classes, energy work, massage, body work, intuitive readings. And we help other people who come to Kauai with their retreats and assist in many other ways. But we're just here helping to raise the vibration of the planet. And I have been here since 9909. So we've been here on 14 years doing this work, singing and dancing and playing. I do dolphin energetics in the ocean. I take people in the water and I do the water massage therapy and cranial work and all sorts of work, energy work and transformational work to help you release what no longer serves. So I take you out in the ocean to help you do that. And I have been here coming up. We have a retreat in October, here October 28th through November 2nd here on Kauai. We're going to be out on the west side. We're going to connect with the mountain. We have Waimea Canyon and all of the activities on the west side, Poipu, the dolphins, and a bunch of other fun things that we'll be doing with that retreat. Coming up, I'm working on these dolphin oracle cards. So I will be releasing that before Christmas. Very excited, beautiful art. And it's been a lot more work than I ever thought, but I really love it and sharing the messages that I've received from the dolphins. And that's me. Joining us today, we have Sylvia Todorov. And Sylvia has been at the center quite a few times. A couple of years we've been connected. And she walked in, she needs some help. She's doing a retreat. So we helped her. I connected her with some people who do food. I connected her with some other people. We did massage at her retreat and some healing activities, and her guests came here and played all day at the center and everything else. So Sylvia, tell us a little bit and I'll let you introduce yourself today. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you first. Thank you for the invitation. I'm so thrilled and excited to be able to share a little bit about me and what I do and this amazing space that you create for all these beautiful souls that are ready to activate their gift and to expand their consciousness. So thank you so much for creating the space and for
Yeah.
having me here.
Yeah,
So
tell me about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Sylvia Todorov, original from Colombia, and I've been doing this work for over 13 years. And now I have the honor to live here in Mount Shasta. I lead retreats all over the world, and my mission is to guide souls that like to reconnect with their gift, with their mission, with the purpose in life. And I do it through different modalities. And one of the modalities I use is traveling, because when we travel and we detach from the routine, you are able to see what you really love and connect with nature and with healers like my dear friend who can help you to expand your mind and to heal this part of your body. We hold so many negative emotions and grief and pain. So I work with beautiful healers and I take people who are ready to take their life to the next level in different places in the world.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I see you. You're very active on Instagram and Facebook and everything. And I love your images. I mean, you've been to Egypt. It looks like the Taj Mahal. You've been, of course, to Kauai here. Now you're in Shasta. Like, yeah, you have no fear. You just go anywhere, don't you?
Yes, I got the call. I just follow my heart. My guys tell me, go here, and we just start this path. you need to surrender and allow their guidance take you to these places. And the people who are ready to go with you in these trips, they will appear and they will, get what they needed in this time.
Yeah. So how do you do that? Because I have a lot of people that come to me also, like, how do you get people to sign up for retreats? How do you generate, they want to do retreats? And maybe you can share, like, how do you get the people to join you on these excursions?
Well, the way I do it is sharing a little bit about why we need to go to that place, because the places that I choose is not like I wake up and I said, let me go here. I meditate, my guys give me signs to say, you need to go to Greece. That is what's gonna happen. This is the intention. And what I do is I share with my souls and different platforms like social media. And also when I meet people everywhere I travel, and I tell them a little bit, I have this mission to go to this place in the world. For example, when I went to Kauai, my guys told me, I remember they make me buy the globe, and they said, turn the glow, and when the finger point is where you need to go next. And then it say Hawaii. I say, Hawaii is so big. What I need to do? So I went and explored, and they told me I need to start with Kauai, and that's the reason I went. So I share with the people in social media, hey, this is how this happened, and the intention for this retreat is to awaken in your heart and the love that we sometimes forget. So the best way for you to promote your trips is sharing why they need to go there, and create this urgency. Because when we said, I want to go to Kauai, or I want to go to Mount Shasta, it's something beyond what is in fashion or what people are talking about. It's because your soul requests this call. This is not that we just want to do for because it's now in. No, it's because our soul in any other dimension or in another lifetimes, you were in that place, and going there is where it's going to help you to heal, to activate everything that we have. So share why you need to go there, and share your own experience of the place and the healing energy that the place has for everybody who go with you in that trip.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I love that. And of course, images speak to so many people, and you're so good at doing that, taking images and photographs and different things. And yeah, and you're so photogenic yourself that it just comes through so easily. But yeah, it's just like the pictures. Yeah, they say 1,000 words for sure. Yeah,
So,
and you have a retreat coming up, correct? So
yes.
let's talk about that.
So I'm super excited because I've been living here in Shasta for a year. And when you move to, probably you experience too, when you move to Kauai, when you move to, or when you decide to spend a lot of time in a vortex so powerful like Shasta or Kauai, is I realized they start moving part of you that you were thinking they were healed, bells and belief that you used to have before they start to, disappear. And when I moved to Shasta, one of the things that my guys told me was helping people to remember that there are gurus, that there are masters, that there are shamans, all of that. So this coming up 888 is a big portal. And especially if you spend the portal in this vortex, whatever you give is gonna come out to the surface, and it's gonna amplify, because it's not only that you're gonna be in here in Mount Shasta for that special day, but we have literally like 30 retreats all over town with the
Wow.
same intention. So imagine 30 retreats with like hundreds of people with the same intention to, ascension, healing, expansion, activate your manifestation, your prosperity, all of that. So we're going to use not only the lamp, but we're going to use the collective energy to expand your gift, to help you to heal, to help you remember what you came here to do. Because, you know, we all know came here to do healers, but maybe you have a gift of being an architect or artist or whatever it is that you have deep in your soul, but because of the situations and experience that you've been have your whole life, now you feel stuck. So this retreat is helping you to reborn, to rejuvenate, to remember who you are in reality and how many powerful gifts you possess, and you're gonna be able to surrender yourself with a group of people. We're only gonna be 8 people to really hold each other and give you this container for you to be able to live the life that you came here to experience. We didn't come here to live with drama, with the scarcity,
Right.
without money, any of that. We came here, you know, to be like God: abundance, expansion, happiness, love, health, prosperity, everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, a lot of people talk about, you talk about 8-8, which is the Lion's Gate. From your perspective, can you explain what that is? Because, you know, there's a lot of buzz all around the spiritual community about 8-8, you know, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, can you make some clarity for people?
Yeah, well, in my point of view, what I'm learning, and that's right, one of the things that I'm being experienced now that I'm here in Shasta, is taking out all these veils. Meaning, in reality, the numbers of these portals, they're not real because the calendar is being modified. These days, it doesn't exist. Time doesn't exist.
Right.
But the reason why I'm doing the retreat in that day is because the collective energy that they have the same intention. So that's what we're using it,
Mm,
magnify and amplify. It's like, you know, when I don't know if you ever been to Joe Dispenza retreat, you know, we do coherence and we all healers in that moment, and people who were not able to walk are walking because we are the vortex.
mhm.
Know the numbers. The only vortex that exists and the planet is the land and us. That's it. Numbers is not real for my point of view and what I learned. But you know, spirituality and in this beautiful planet is so much information that sometimes people mislead, or they tell you, oh, if you don't do this, the 11-11, that's it, no more prosperity. No, you choose when you want to be a portal to manifest whatever. So
Totally.
for the portal in reality is not real, but I'm using the energy of my, you know, light workers that they have the intention. Hey, that day is manifestation. That day we're gonna, you know, go to bring the heaven on earth. That's my
Yeah.
intention. I'm using the land, which is the root chakra of the planet. And I don't want to sound like I'm using people, but I'm using their energy and the collective
Yeah,
intention.
no, it's the collective consciousness that you're just tapping into, and you're, yeah, using that in a positive way
Exactly. Yeah. But I don't
to
believe in the portals. I don't believe in 1113336. I used to, but a couple of years ago, before I moved to Shasta, I went to one of the Bruce Lipton retreats, and I was asking that question because I remember I did a ceremony for someone for the 11-11, and she missed it. And next day she's like, Sylvia, what are I gonna do now? I cannot manifest. And then I start questioning, what do you mean? She didn't do it. She can do it any day. And I asked that question to Bruce Lipton. He said, the numbers from the calendar is not real, because if we go to the Mayas, they have another calendar. So what day in reality we live?
Right, totally, yeah, totally, yeah, yeah. Well, there is no time and space. It's all a man-made reality. Yeah, it's all a man-made idea, that time and dates and all of that. Yeah. So it's what you create. And there is no time and space, so we could go back in time. And that's why we can even go back in time and heal traumas from our past and create a new reality moving forward without that trauma, and do the healing. Now you mentioned ceremonies, that you do ceremonies. Can you explain a little more about your ceremonies?
Yeah, so now it's been, I think, 4 years already, or 5. I don't remember exactly, when I got the call to start first with the cacao ceremony, which for me was one of the best ways to open your heart, to remember that we are a beautiful seed. That even the outside looks so hard, inside is so sweet, because we're full of love and full of giving to others. So I start my journal of this and the ceremonies with cacao. And now I do a little bit of mushrooms with cacao, helping people connecting the mind with the heart, and when you do this connection, you are able to expand your conscience, and do these beautiful journals, to go to these moments in your life when really you believe that you were not worth it, that you were not loving, that you have, nothing to offer to the world, and go to the places and the moments and relive them, but more as when you're watching a movie, as you're there and watching what happened, but without giving a meaning. So with the mushrooms, and we call it in Spanish Niños Santos, like my grand teacher Maria Sabinas used to call them. And the cacao help you to heal your heart, heal your mind, and show you the real path, and that we are one with nature, and we are one with everything that surrounds us. So I combine these two beautiful medicines to help people to be happy and live content. And I also use rituals with my ceremonies to do offerings to the land, and ask them, when you're carrying a lot of grief, or you're feeling stuck in your finance, we do this one. I learned it from my teachers in Peru, and we do an offering to Pachamama. It's called despacho. And when you do these offerings, we we can connect with this vortex, which is the Mother Earth that you can see here behind me. And she will transform and do these amazing things that she does. She takes care of herself all these thousands of years, and she's able to, to make a volcano like Kauai or Shasta, a beautiful island in the middle of nowhere. Or here, this beautiful nature, when before was a volcano, when everything was dead. So that's what can do this kind of ceremonies to you, not only with the plant medicine, but also doing offerings with the despacho to the Mother Earth.
Oh, that's beautiful. Now you mentioned Joe Dispenza. Did you took a workshop with him or something? But
Yes, I love him.
I listened to him. I've never done his workshop, but I think I will in the future. I think I'm getting drawn closer to connecting with him. But he talks about connecting the mind and the heart. And can you talk about that? Because I have also, from my own experience, realize the importance. And when I work with people, I also have them connect their mind to their heart. And I think that's such a valuable thing to do, because a lot of us think they just think their mind. They're just the mind, the mind, the mind. And you even see them walking, and as they're walking, their head is leading, the rest of the body is kind of trailing behind. And those people are in their head. And then, just being in your heart, yeah, that's great too, but you're neglecting the mind. So it's the combination of the mind and heart working together that is so, so powerful in the work I do and the work I share. But I'd also like to hear from your perspective what you've learned about mind and heart energy.
Well, I'm being so, blessed to be able to go to a couple of his seminars and do a couple of his courses. And something that I realize is, when you allow your heart to activate all this electromagnetic energy, everything that you want in life come to you easily and effortlessly. So if you do this connection, mind and heart, you are able to live in that beautiful reality that you create by your heart. Because when we create by our heart, the heart doesn't have a memory like the mind. The mind have all the memories, childhood things, because we usually, our memory, the command our life for what happened bad in the past. The good memories, they don't lead us to the greater future. So because the mind have all this program, the heart is pure. So when we do this connection, we allow the heart to shower the mind with love and kindness. So with his meditations, because you can do this. When I went the first time to his seminar, I literally have my psychedelic experience without psychedelic, only with the breath and with his guidance. And I was able to see beings from other dimensions and go in different planets and everything. It was amazing, my experience with him. And then I start practicing the way he teaches how to get out of the body and go really into the heart and allow the heart. That's why I always say when people ask me things, I say, follow your heart, ask your heart. All the answers that we're looking for are in our heart. So we can play, just put in our hands and our heart and do a couple of breaths and allow the heart whisper us where we need to go, what decision need to make, and how we can create this beautiful world, because everything is created by us. So when we allow the heart to create our reality is gonna be so beautiful and happy and prospered and everything. Everything is by the heart.
Yeah, no, no matter what the question, the answer is love, right?
Love.
Totally connecting with the heart. And that's what the dolphins have shared for
Yeah.
me. And that's what the dolphins do for me. They open my heart. When I was at the healing center and I was working on someone and I was laying him down, and all of a sudden the dolphins came in and they started surrounding me and pushing my hand and coming through the windows, as energetic etheric dolphins. But they just opened my heart and tears were just crawling down my face because I was so moved by the experience. And that heart opening allowed this pure healing to the person on the table. I had no idea what was going on. They're face down on the table. And when they got off the table, they were like, what did you do? Because all the pain was gone. And I realized, oh, well, it was just the dolphins working through me to facilitate this healing. So when people feel that love, wow, miracles can happen.
Yes. And I'm telling you, the couple of my clients who were in my retreat where you did the ceremony and the water and the
Dolphin
retreat.
energetics, yeah.
Yes. They were like, oh my God, this is something that, we cannot describe how good it feels. And when you connect, not only with the frequency of the water, but with the energy of the dolphins. I mean, these beautiful creatures are so pure love.
Yes. Yeah. We were fortunate. I didn't remember how many people we did all in one day. 12 people you had or something.
Yeah,
And we just took them out into the ocean and one by one. And it was so beautiful. So we actually did it in a way where it wasn't just me doing the healing, but we had small groups and everybody was contributing. And because it was a retreat, most people knew each other by then. And they were supporting and helping them in the water, literally touching them and helping them and supporting them in the water while they were getting their healing. And it was just so beautiful, just incredible.
It was
And
amazing.
you attract so wonderful people, such wonderful people. Their energy and their vibration and their love, you could feel it, and I think like attracts like, and that happens that you just naturally attract those people who are just in a beautiful, pure, loving space to receive the healing. So it was great working with your group when they came out. Yeah, and you know, talk about Shasta for a minute because you're there now, and you're doing. So, are you doing like healing sessions? Are you doing ceremonies with people? What are you doing now? You know, you're in Shasta, other than in between when you're doing your retreats.
I'm doing here, you know, for everybody who get the call to come to this beautiful vortex. I do ceremonies. I take people to certain point of the mountain where you can, you know, go to telos and do some, you know, ancestor cleaning and healing and ceremonies in the water and some private sessions also. So I do groups and also private. And everything is, you know, I go with the flow like the water. So I use the modality that the client required when they come and their intention, because like I said in the beginning, when you get the call to come to Shasta, it's something that you can explain, you know, with words why. You know, I have a client who is literally traveling 40 hours to come here because she's having this call, and she's like, you know, I'm ready to unleash my power, but I know that's going to happen when I go to Shasta. So I tailor exactly what the person needs for that mission that she's coming or he's coming or their group is bringing to the mountain. And we work in with different, you know, we can be, you know, psychedelic breath work, shamanic work, hypnosis, plant medicine. So I combine whatever modality works for that individual.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's beautiful. And your retreat is called Being Reborn in Shasta. And I just got back from Shasta, and we did a retreat out there as well. And we'll be back there next June because we love it. We'll be doing another retreat in June just because, like, it's such a beautiful time of year to be in Shasta. And we just love the energy there. But when we were there, I've been to Shasta a couple of times, but this last time I realized Shasta is just going to blow up. I mean, just blow up. The energy there, it's like people know about it now. It was like this hidden secret for so long, but now like people are so aware of Shasta. Like you said, there's what, 20, 30 retreats on.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's somebody here that John Burgess, he's also doing a retreat in Shasta the same time on the 8/8 Lions Gate portal. And it was like, wow, like people are finding out about it. And then when I was there, I went to the Crystal Tones place.
Yes.
Crystal Tones is the crystal balls, like I have one right here.
Beautiful. Oh my God, amazing.
I love them. I love them. They're so much fun. And the Crystal Tones spoke to me, and they said, and they have one store on the main avenue, and they were opening up a whole nother store. They must have had 500 to 1,000 bowls in this place. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Are you going to close your other store? They're like, no, we're going to keep both stores, because they said they're making Shasta a hub for their, Shasta and Sedona, a hub for their crystal balls. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's even going to attract more people to be there. And the amount of money they're putting into this, and they're going to do workshops and teach people how to do bowls. And it is like, whoa, this is really taking off, and I could see Shasta just growing. Unfortunately, I don't think all the people of Shasta want to see that transformation.
No.
But it's calling people. It's calling people for sure. And
Yeah.
I think it's a different thing when you live there. I know you guys have some harsh winters over there.
Yeah, no, when you live here is, you know, completely different, because it really when they put you here, they put you in a test. let me see how strong you are and let me see how committed you are in this mission, because you know, when it's easy to talk, but it's harder to be. So here it is like, okay, this is the, after this, you're a master of masters. I'm telling you.
Well, the funny thing is that, you know, we just came back from the retreat in Shasta. While I was there, one of my retreat guests loved Shasta so much. She was looking at property. We went and, you know, looked at property for her because we were, you know, I'm a realtor. I know a lot about property. Looking around, we talked to her, gave her some good advice. And when we got back, she said, I bought a house in Shasta. She's moving to Shasta.
Oh my God. It's like this. Yes. It's like this. The call is crazy.
Right, right. And I think it just calls certain people. And when they go there and they feel it, they're like, this is where I want to be. This is,
Yes,
yeah.
exactly. It's like this. This happened to me last year. I was leading the retreat, and then suddenly the mountain told me, this is where you need to live. I left everything in Florida, moved here, but everything opened up. When Shasta want you, everything opens. Opens. I was like, what? House, car, this. I was like, never be so easy. But after you hear and say, okay, now we gave you a place to live and things. Now we're gonna do inside. Are you ready? Buckle up. Like, buckle up, because what is coming
Oh
is
my
a
God.
crazy roller coaster. Take you like outer space and bring you back.
Well, I know you had a few problems with your house and, you
Yeah.
know, some house issues and yeah, but you know, that's all part of the journey, I'm sure. It's all
Yeah.
part of the journey. Yeah. No, it's a beautiful place. Oh my God, the trees. I love the trees. I mean, I grew up in New York, Brooklyn, New York. It is like cement city. We had one little park at, you know, in corner, which was tiny. We didn't even, I had a little patch of grass in front of my house. You know, we didn't have a lot of trees around. And when I got to Shasta and I saw I felt like it was Christmas all the time. The
Yeah.
beautiful trees and the rivers, and I love all the water. You have lakes, you have
Yeah.
rivers, you have water, you have also waterfalls. It's such a beautiful place, and the energy and nature. We were playing. My husband was feeding a duck, a wild duck out of his hand, you know, that just we're hanging out by the lake,
Oh
and
my God.
this duck came over, just like came right over to us, and it was just like, whoa, you know, nature just interacting with us. It was awesome.
Beautiful. Yeah.
I love
Magical.
that. All right, Sylvia, so just tell me how they can reach you, how people can find you, and talk very slowly. I also wanted to, before we go into that though, I wanted also to explain that you have Spanish retreats as well. If you want to speak in Spanish a little bit, you can, to talk to the Spanish people and let them know about what you do, and then you can explain a little bit about that.
Ok, so para toda mi comunidad de habla hispana, aquí tienen a un alma libre en la montaña Shasta y en muchos lugares del mundo, invitándolos a que sigan el llamado a su corazón, en estos viajes sagrados donde tenemos la oportunidad de redescubrirnos, reconectarnos con nuestros dones, con nuestros talentos, con todo ese mensaje y con esa misión maravillosa y extraordinaria que vinimos a experimentar, a vivir y a compartir. Entonces, gracias por estar aquí, y aquí estamos en la montaña Shasta esperándolos con los brazos abiertos en Casa Corazón. Now I can say in English. You can follow me on Instagram, Sylvia Todorov, Todorov as in Victor. And you can find me in all platforms: YouTube, iTunes, Facebook, TikTok, all of that. And you can check my website also, sylviatodorov.com. And over there you can get all my information, email, my telephone number. So just look for Sylvia Todorov, Mount Shasta, and you will find everything. and just follow your heart. And if you can come with me to explore this beautiful land or any of the retreats that I go to, welcome. My slogan is free souls, because I think that our soul is free. So we just need to invite the soul that we come to live here and explore, and then we can fly anywhere in the world that we want to.
Nice, awesome. Yeah, and these are the Andara crystals. I know you connected with that too. So we're going to put that energy into this. Woo, sending some energy out there.
Yeah,
Hey,
beautiful.
yeah, thank you so much, Sylvia. I look forward to seeing you again, whether it's in Shasta or back here on Kauai or somewhere, some other exotic place that you travel to. And we'll be in touch, I'm sure.
Yes, thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you everybody who is watching this, and follow this amazing woman, take action, go to Kauai, it's amazing, or go to any of your retreats, which they're amazing too. And that's it, just take action, don't wait any longer. Sometimes, we just watch others do what we wish to do, and I think it's now for you time. It's not an accident that you're watching us here. And we always been a guide, and they always send us signs, but we don't want to see them. So I invite you to just open your mind to see, and open your heart to feel all these beautiful signs that all the time they've been sending to us, to really go to the places or go to therapies or do these actions for you to open your heart and remember who you are in reality.
Awesome. I love that. I love that. Together we rise is my motto. So
Exactly.
have an amazing day and we'll be in touch. Hui hou.
Yes, love you. Thank you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.